Hello, welcome to Peter's Marine. My name is Dennis, and this is a 2000, model year 2000 Baja. It's the H2X series, which was always a very popular boat with Baja. This boat was originally purchased from us in 2000, and the owners just haven't really used it too much, so we're selling it for them. It has a little over 90 hours on it, so as you can tell, not a whole lot of use there. The boat was well maintained. You can see the graphics look nice. Trailer is very good shape. Wheels are in good shape. Tires are good. Maybe once the cameraman comes over, we'll take a look at the bottom underneath here. Devin's running the camera for us, so we can take a look at that as well. And you can see it's really a nice shape. When we walk out to the back, we'll take a look at the drive. I'll show you something on there that shows that it really is only about 90 hours on it. But the H2X is a real popular boat. It's the Boss series. It's the Boss H2X, and that was an options package, so it had a lot of options built into it. One of the big things, and it was kind of very much a rarity for this boat, being a 24-foot boat, it has the 502 engine in it, 502 cubic inches, 415 horsepower. It's a very big engine for this size boat, and it works quite well with the boat as well. At the end of the video, I'm going to turn the water on, and then we'll fire it up. It's always nice to hear that kind of engine. So let's take a look underneath real quick. The trailer is an Eagle trailer, which is a custom-built trailer. It means all the supports here are all welded. This frame, this is a pretty big frame for this size boat. This was all custom made for this particular hull. And if you look underneath here, I don't know if you can make it out in the video or not, but the reflection of my hand underneath here, it shines as much as the top side. It really is really nice. We'll take a walk out back here. Graphics are in good shape. These are gel coat. If you're not familiar with Baja, this is a sticker here, but the rest is actually in the gel. It's actually dark purple and light purple and sort of a fuchsia red color gel. That's real gel. So even if you get a little scratch, it's not like you're scratching off a sticker. Coming around back, you have trim tabs, and these are dual ram trim tabs. This one is the indicator, so it gives us an indicator dial or gauge on the dash so we know where these are. The Bravo 1 drive, and the prop is a stainless prop. It's in very good shape. Nothing wrong with the prop, but we take the stainless props off while they're on our lot. These stickers right here are put on from the factory, and typically after 150 hours or so, you'll see them pretty much all worn off. As you can probably tell, they're not really worn off all that well at all that much. So again, with 90 hours on it, that's something that tells me right away that it's true. We can also check the computer. Our technicians can check the computer and see how many hours are on it, and that is what's true. There's a dash gauge that tells you the hour meter, but the computer that's built into the engine, you can't fool that. So it's an honest 90 hours. On the way up here, this boat's equipped with the pop-up cleats, which adds to the sleekness of the boat. You have a ladder obviously over here. Crawling in across the sun pad. Vinyl's in nice shape. No rips, no tears. It's soft. It's not hard or cracked. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to make it out from where you are, but there is a fiberglass liner floor in here, and then a snap-in, snap-out carpet, which is purple in color. And even looking at the carpet, you can tell this boat doesn't have a lot of hours on it because it's not matted down at all. You have deep buckets. These bucket seats really wrap around you and hold you into place, and they're adjustable, but they are very sturdy because you need something like that in this style boat. On the dash over here, you have your full gauges. Here's the hour meter. It says 90.2 hours there. This was those tab indicators that I was mentioning, and then you have all of your normal toggle buttons that you might see are over here on the side, and these are your main controls. The shifter, forward, neutral, reverse, and your throttle are separate. These are racing controls. These are made by Keycafer, which is Mercury's racing division. And this one being your forward neutral reverse, and this one being your throttle, it's indexed. And I don't know if I can get closer, maybe you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear the clicking or not, but this is indexed. It's very, very accurate, and you have trim in the handle. You also have your trim up here, along with your tabs. So you can control the engine two different ways. Depth finder right here. This, not sure if you're making it out or not. This is an automatic fire extinguishing system. So there's a halon system inside the bilge. Make sure you let your insurance company know that, because that should give you a discount. The H2X, sleekness being its key here, you have a windscreen as opposed to the windshield. But you do have step ups, so you can step here and over if you need to get up to the bow. Down here in the floor, you have a spot for a built-in cooler. So you got a place where you can put that out of the way. It stays there, and it's not out on the floor getting in the way of while you're using the boat. Down in the cabin, and this is probably going to be really tough for you to see here. The cabin here, the bed is very long. I'm about 6 foot long, or 6 foot tall, I should say, 6 foot long, and you can see the kind of room that there is here. Here I'm laying straight here, so there's really plenty of room for two to lay out. And then you have these sort of couches on either side, and there's storage underneath them. There's storage under here. There's also room for a porta potty here. This pulls up and out of the way when you have to use the potty, but that's a spot for it to go. Going back out here, under the bench seat, this lifts up and towards me. Then you have storage underneath there, along with the access to the battery switch. There's 2 batteries for the engine with a switch. Let's see, back up here again. I guess what we can do is maybe pop the engine here, Devin. I'll pick up the hatch, and then we'll take a look at that, and then I'll go turn the water on. So I'm going to try not to knock Devin off the back. This opens up with a switch. There's 2 rams in there that take the hatch up. And if that should ever fail, they're electric. If that should ever fail, or if your battery should go dead, for example, there is a remote battery hookup down inside here. I don't know if you can see it, but right down here there's 2 posts that could connect to the battery, so you can hook a jumper up there to still power that, even if your batteries fail. If that's not working, or you don't have a porta pack, if you take a look at this is a really neat feature here. This bolt is a little bit loose there. It's designed to be that way, and you have these removable pins. So you can imagine if this was completely closed, you would just grab a hold of this from the closed position, lift up enough that you can reach in, pull the pins out, and then you'd be able to open this up without any power at all. So here's the big boy, 502 cubic inches, the 502 mag, multi-port fuel injected. It is a beast of an engine, and it runs, and it does like to run. Oil here, give you a quick view of that. You may not be able to see it in the video, because there's the oil right there, the top line there. The oil is very clean. There it is. So you probably couldn't see it on the stick. Now I noticed when I came and looked at this boat, there's something that struck me as an obvious sign of owners that cared for their boat. And that's the anchor, which is right here. This anchor, this is where it's designed to go. They put a piece of foam over it so it doesn't bounce around. And the anchor itself, they put foam over here so it's, again, not bouncing around where it rests. So something like that is the kind of thing you'd like to see when you're buying a used boat. You know that the owners were taking care of it, and that's always a nice feeling to have. Things like this, very easy to clean up since it's all fiberglass gel coat. That's dry there, so that'll come off a little easier once it's wet. But the boat's in nice shape. So let me hop out, and I'll go turn the water on. Devin, if you want to look around a little bit more while I'm gone, you probably won't be able to hear me talk anymore because I'll be too far away. But I'll turn the water on. We'll come back and we'll start this engine up. Something I'll point out, just something kind of a side note. The flush kits that you use for engines, we use a slightly different one here. It's one that I prefer to use, as opposed to the kind that look like rabbit ears. This one right here is actually two pieces, one piece on each side, and they're connected by a metal shaft, which is this shaft that kind of goes all the way through, and come around to the other side, you can see it a little better. So just if you're doing this for yourself, running the engine, I like that because it locks it in place. There's really no way that it can slip off like the normal ones can. So let me jump back in here. Okay, now this engine hatch has been open, so I don't need to run the blower, so we're good with that. I don't know if you can still hear my voice over the engine or not, but that's idle. And of course, when you're on the hose, you don't want to run it too high of RPMs for too long. You don't have as much water supply. So that's what being on the back end of a 502 sounds like. Pretty good sound. It's a nice sound. If you have any questions about the boat, want to take a look at it, we do have pictures. Obviously, you've probably seen the pictures as well online. You can give us a call at 610-433-1606. Again, my name is Dennis. Thanks for watching. Take care.